Jesus Christ. So people have told me a bunch of shit to go off on. I got one thing I want to go off on was fucking Robert Kraft for some reason just rolling over and tapping out. What happened? Did the other owners get together and just say, listen, we know Jim Irsay's a pain in the ass, but, you know, this is just going to bring negative publicity to the NFL and over the last 24 fucking months. Fucking. So now as a fan, I have to sit back and take the fact that a league that didn't pay taxes since 1942, this is the first fucking year they're paying taxes, right? How funny is it that I want to go on a rant? I have a fucking stuffed up nose. Hang on one second, because I have a summer cold, because I'm a drunk who can't go home at night. Hang on a second. All right, I'm back. The NFL did not pay taxes from 1942 until last year, 2014. This is the first year they're paying taxes. You know? Meanwhile, whenever the military goes out on the field, does a display, they have to pay the NFL. And the NFL sits back and acts like they support the troops. They don't support the troops. They charge the troops. Right? And then on top of that, according to the internet, so you know it's true, that whole pink campaign, the NFL keeps 97 or some 95, 97% of all the money from the pink hats, the pink mugs, the pink jerseys. Then they give it to the pink fucking lady. And she keeps like 90% of that. So they raise like $1 billion. The NFL keeps like $970 million, gives $30 million to the pink lady, right? She keeps 90% of that, and then she peels off $2 million for breast cancer. And all these fucking scumbags are sailing around in a giant pink yacht. These are the fucking people that are going to judge my Tom Brady. They're going to call him a cheater because of fucking air pressure. You know what I mean? I have to sit back. I guess I got to sit back and take it as a fan. Tom Brady's a cheater because he went up against the Colts and Andrew Luck. How did the Colts get Andrew Luck, by the way? Oh, no big deal. They just tanked an entire season, bilking every fucking NFL fan, completely against the rules, lost on purpose. They did it every fucking week for 16 games. Was there an investigation? Were there suspensions? Was there fines? No, they're from Indiana. Those are good down-home folks out there, man. They put their pants on one leg at a time. They sit down when they ring the dinner bell. They got one of the highest Klan memberships north of the Mason-Dixon line. This is Indiana. They couldn't do anything wrong out there. We shouldn't even been facing Andrew Luck. Do you know ESPN, they did that study and they showed that the deflated ball was actually a disadvantage? ESPN took it down within 30 minutes because it was going to end the story. Because it was in their best interest to have it be an advantage. They took that fucking thing down. So I got to sit here and sit back with a guy who sits on a fucking rules committee and changes rules for the Colts so they can finally beat the Patriots, win a Super Bowl. No suspension, no fine, no investigation. Right? Hey, here's the funniest thing. First game, Brady comes back. Who are they playing? The Indianapolis Colts. This is like promoting a summertime blockbuster. It's complete fucking horseshit from top to bottom. But you know what? Kraft tapped out, so that's it for me. I tap out. You know, unless at some point I go on I Am Rappaport and I school that sad-ass Knicks fan. You listening to me, Rappaport? You've been ducking me on this podcast. Oh, I'm talking to you, Michael. Huh? I'm not talking to your IMDb page. I respect the shit out of that. But as far as you as a sports fan, I'm telling you right now, you owe me an apology. All right? And I will go on I Am Rappaport, and I will get my apology. Huh? I'm just doing this shit because at some point I know I'm going to go on this podcast. And that guy gets amped up. You guys ever listen to I Am Rappaport? If you want to listen to the only sports fan I know that's more uninformed than me and talks more from his heart than I do, he did this unbelievable documentary on the early 70s Knicks when the Garden was Eden. 4 stars. 4 out of 4, right? My favorite part of it, other than watching what's-his-face beat up the entire Los Angeles Lakers, was when Rappaport was trying to get one of the Knicks to say that Celtic fans were animals. He goes, they're animals, right? And the guy's going, no, man, no. And you hear Rappaport off camera going, come on, man, come on. They're animals. They're animals up there, right? It was fucking great. So anyways, so there you go. So that's it. I know you guys were sick of it, but I don't give a shit. So you know what? I don't know. Fuck the NFL for the first 4 games. I ain't going to watch. I'll watch college football instead, where I know it's crooked. Give me a goddamn break. How long do you think the Patriots could have a stadium like Seattle Seahawks before the entire league demanded we took it down? You know what I mean? Christ, somebody clears their throat in that stadium. The opposing team has to go on a fucking silent count. It's such a fucking ridiculous... That whole franchise is filthy. Their owner was fucking their own fan base over with the small beers and the large beers. You ever watch that YouTube video? They had a tall glass for the fucking large one and a little short fat one. And somebody finally, they had ordered both, sucked down the short one, poured the tall one in there. It was the same amount of beer. Oh, they're filled. That's like some Dukes of Hazzard shit. You might as well be putting fake fire hydrants next to people's cars, right? Then they got dirty, filthy, sneaky fucking Pete Carroll as a goddamn coach, right? Jesus Christ. I loved how he rebuilt that fucking program down there in USC. That program was so fucking filthy. They got stripped of a championship and a Heisman Trophy. And he snuck out the back door when the Wolves were at the front. But now that he's at the pro level, I'm sure he's on the up and up. By all means, let's just keep focusing on the Patriots. They're the only guys. Atlanta Falcons got caught fucking pumping sound noise in. Nobody's calling them fucking cheaters. No. It was just a glitch. The hatch just blew. Right? That's it. Should have Tom Brady have been suspended?
I have no idea. Is this about Deflategate?
How do you know about? You don't even watch sports.
Well, Deflategate has been all over the internet. So
What happened?
something about the football being deflated, and that messed other people up. And the Patriots are being accused of being behind it. Bill Belichick.
That's good.
That's all I
No,
got.
you had it. That was great.
That's all I got.
You pretty much had it.
Why was he suspended, though?
Who, Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Because he's
deflated?
because he looks like a war hero, an astronaut, and a quarterback, and a movie star all in one. That's why.
So are you blaming this on haters?
Yeah, well, I don't understand how fucking an organization that never fucking paid taxes for the first fucking 60, 80 years of their existence all of a sudden is going to start wagging their fingers at people keeping all the pink cancer money for their goddamn yachts.
Why are they saying that Tom Brady is suspended? You still didn't answer that.
Because Jim Irsay's a fucking baby, and he weighed the balls. Do you ever play a board game with somebody? You ever play a board game with somebody and then you win, and in the end... They got to fucking find out some reason why that they lost, and it has something to do with you cheated. And they'll say like,
so they think that Tom Brady like secretly deflated the ball beforehand.
They don't know he did. They just have circumstance that maybe he possibly could have known. It was basically like in baseball, some guys shaved the handle down, some people put pine tar. It was literally that level of shit. Yeah, they lost by 38 fucking points.
This reminds me of what's that Jim Carrey movie where he was like the
Liar?
No, the one Ace Ventura. Wasn't that the one where there's
No, somebody kidnapped Dan Marino.
Right, and then like Sean Young, the actress, or whatever.
Laces Out.
Laces Out. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, that was
Where,
like a fundamentally...
She was claiming that it was sabotage because they're supposed to have the laces
Yeah,
out.
it's a
like
fucking pony and dog show, and it's over, and now...
Dog and Pony Show.
Is that what's it's pony?
Not Pony and Dog Show. Dog and Pony Show.
Dude, the pony's the headliner.
But the saying is dog and pony, not pony and dog.
It's a dog and pony. Look that up.
I don't have to look it up. I'm telling you, it's correct.
I don't fucking believe
not
it.
Not pony and dog show.
All right, you know what?
But
Thank you.
You're always inversing
Thank you.
things.
Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. Have a great weekend, you fucking cunts.